This is the Knitmaster SC-7 automatic linker for the Knitmaster MK-70 and Knitmaster HK-160. This accessory and the machines themselves were also made under the brands Silverreed Studio and Singer. So the linker accessory is basically a device where you turn the handle clockwise and it will automatically cast off or sew seams together of a garment. So it works pretty much like the other silver linkers, the SC-1, the SC-3, and pretty much the same way it works as the brother KA-2000, is it? 2300? Anyway, KA something I think it is. I've got it down here actually. KA-8310, there we go. Anyway, where was I going with this? So, in order to use it, that's where we're going. It's ideal that you would use 4-ply. This is actually a fine double knit. The linker, the Knitmaster SC-7 linker, works best with 4-ply. When you try and cast off with double knit with it, it doesn't really like it, which kind of defeats the object of having it, really, because this is a mid-gauge machine, yes, the MK-70. But anyway, for double knit like I'm using here, we need to take some extra precautions. So this has been knitted up on tension 7. So I'm going to turn the tension dial up past 10, as loose as it will go. And I'm going to knit one row from right to left. Just as we run out of yarn. Now, if you're already on a high number on the tension dial, like 9, 10, you'll have to knit that row by hand, because you need a really loose row of stitches like that for this to work. So once we've knitted the loose row, we're going to bring the needles up to D position, or holding position, and push the knitting behind the latches. To put the linker onto the machine, there's a button here, and the dial on the top here needs to have the knob pointing to the orange arrow. Then we can press this white button in and the orange one pops out. That allows us to slide it onto the bed. You slide it on the right hand end, making sure you have it correctly positioned on both rails. Slide it up to the edge of the knitting and make sure that the knitting goes between this nylon guide here. And as soon as that needle, the first needle, starts to move back, we can press the orange button to lock it into position. Now I find when using double knit that it needs more weight pulling down on here. So I'm going to put 2 claw weights on this edge here to help. So we're going to turn the dial here in the direction of the arrow, which is clockwise, and with fingers and toes crossed, it should cast off. Don't go too fast. At the end of the day, it's still faster than casting off by hand. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. When we get to the end, okay, and it goes behind the latch, catch the knitting and turn it back to the arrow, and the orange arrow, and there we will end up with a loop, and we just pull that through, which I'm not going to do because I'm going to unravel this, but we would pull that through, that loop, and that would fasten it off. I'm just going to take these weights off. There we go, and I'll show you, whoops, I'll excuse the feet and the legs here, I've got shorts on. There is the cast-off edge. You can see that. Nice and neat. Probably neater than what I could do by hand. It's just a chain stitch or hand knit type of cast-off. There we go. Would I recommend it? If you knit with 4-ply, and that's the main yarn you use, then yes. This linker on the MK-70 works better with 4-ply and smooth yarns. Double knit, yes, it will still work. This is double knit, but you have to be more cautious. You need to turn the handle slower, and you'll need more weight on the cast-off edge. One claw weight won't do it. You'll need more weight, and just keep your eye on it, and it should work properly. To remove it, we press this button in, and you can either slide it off the end of the bed or just lift it forward and pull it off the machine. And there we go, that is the SC-7 Knitmaster linker for the MK-70 and HK-160. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.